Hello friends, in this video we will see Fourier transforms. In the previous video we have seen how to find a Fourier complex integral. Now from the Fourier complex integral we can derive Fourier transforms. If you remember the definition of Fourier complex transform, which is like this: f of x equal to 1 divided by 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus I u x into du integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of t e raised to minus I ut into dt. This is definition of Fourier complex integral. Now here we just slightly change the variable u and replace it by s. So this will be f of x equal to 1 divided by 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus I s x into ds minus infinity to plus infinity f of t into e raised to minus I s t into dt. Now if we consider the second integral as f of x equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of t into e raised to minus ist into dt, then you can see that this f of x will be 1 divided by 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity e raised to minus ix into ds into f of s. Here in the f of x we have 1 divided by 2 pi, but here we have considered f of x equal to integration directly minus infinity to plus infinity. Now for symmetry we replace this 1 divided by 2 pi as a 1 divided by under root of 2 pi in both the terms. Then this will be 1 divided by f of s. This is we are taking for symmetry and not any other region, and therefore this will be 1 divided by under root of 2 pi minus infinity to plus infinity f of t into e raised to minus ist into dt, and then this f of x will be 1 divided by under root of 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of s into e raised to minus isx into dx. This term f of s is called as a Fourier transform. This is Fourier transforms, and the function f of x is the inverse Fourier transforms. So it is a very simple to obtain the Fourier transforms and inverse Fourier transforms by replacing the term f of s. F of x is considered as a second integral, and then for symmetry we have divided this 1 divided by 2 pi into two parts for under root of 2 pi, and we will get the Fourier transforms. Now let us see how to find or how to solve problem for Fourier transforms. I am once again writing the Fourier transform. What is Fourier transforms? We have derived it. Integration minus infinity to plus infinity f of t into e raised to ist into dt. This is a Fourier transform. Okay, so let us consider an example. Find Fourier transform of the function f of x equal to 1 for mod x less than a and 0 for mod x greater than a. Now you can see that the function has value only for minus a to plus a, otherwise it is 0, and therefore the Fourier transform f of x will be equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi integration minus a to plus a, f of t is 1 e raised to ist into dt equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi and integration of e raised to ist divided by is between the limit minus a to plus a equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi 1 divided by is. Let us put e raised to isa minus e raised to minus isa. Now here we write it as equal to 1 divided by 2 pi under root of 1 divided by s, here 2 divided by s, e raised to isa minus e raised to minus isa divided by 2 into I. So this is the value of sin SA, and therefore it will be this is under root of 2 divided by pi and sine of SA divided by s. We can find the Fourier transform of the given function by using the formula. So let us see one more example of Fourier transform, how to find a Fourier transform. This is, remember, this is a simple formula of a Fourier transform, f of s equal to, which we have derived from Fourier complex integral. And if you remember the Fourier complex, remember, and small techniques of how to derive it, we easily remind this, and using this we can find the Fourier transforms of the various examples. So let us take a function f of x equal to 1 minus x square if mod x is less than equal to 1, 0 if mod x greater than 1. This is the function of which we have to find Fourier transforms. Now here limits are minus infinity to plus infinity, but this function have the value lies between minus 1 to plus 1. Then we can write it as f of s equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi. Valid value is minus 1 to plus 1, other values are 0, and therefore we neglect that values or omit to write that values, and directly we can take 1 minus x square into e raised to ist into dt. Now friend, these are the two function, product of two function. This is algebraic function and this is exponential. Algebraic function is a first function, exponential function is a second function. We have to evaluate this, and finally in the last we will put the limit. So first we evaluate this integral. algebraic function 1 minus x square into integration of the second ist divided by is minus derivative of the first derivative is minus 2x, integration of the second ist divided by is into dt, minus 1 to plus 1. These are the limits, equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi into 1 minus x square e raised to ist divided by is, minus minus this will be plus, and 2 divided by is. Now again we have x, so we again apply the rule x into integration of the second function ist divided by is minus integrate derivative of the first, integration of the second divided by is into dt, and minus 1 to plus 1, equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi into 1 minus x square into e raised to ist divided by is plus 2x e raised to ist divided by is whole square. Now minus 2 divided by is whole square into integration of e raised to ist is again ist divided by is between the limit minus 1 to plus 1. So let us put the upper limit equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi t equal to 1 minus here we have to convert this into first we have made a mistake, we have to write it in terms of t. So this is t, then this is t, here t, this will be t. Okay, so instead of x, the function is in terms of with respect to t, so we have to replace the value of t, right? Now when we put a t equal to 1, this is equal to 0. So first term is 0 plus 2 divided by t equal to 1 e raised to is divided by is whole square minus 2 into e raised to is divided by is whole cube. Now at lower limit minus, again this is 0, minus we are substituting this, so minus minus will be plus 2 into e raised to minus is divided by is whole square, minus minus plus 2 into e raised to minus is divided by is whole cube. Now this is equal to, so let us make some free space to evaluate this. Then you can see that equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi into here we can take 2 common and is square common, e raised to is plus e raised to minus is. Again we take minus 2 common and is cube common, terms, and what is next, then e raised to e raised to is minus e raised to minus is. Okay, so here we write this is equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi into 4 divided by I s square e raised to is plus e raised to minus is divided by 2 minus 4 divided by I s cube. Here we multiply and divide by I into e raised to is minus e raised to minus is divided by I think we do not need the term 2i. Okay, so we have plus and minus terms. So first is expansion of, here you can see this is equal to 1 divided by under root of 2 pi and I square is minus, so we write it as minus 4 divided by s square into cos of s. This is cos of s. Again from this we can cancel this I and we get I square, and I square will be minus 1, so minus minus become plus 4 divided by s cube into sine of s. This is sine of s. Okay, so we can take 4 common and s cube common, so 4 divided by under root of 2 pi, 4 divided by under root of 2 pi into sine, here we write it as s cube common, sine s minus s into cos of s. So this is the answer of this problem, and hence we can see how we have derived the Fourier transforms of the given function. So friend, thank you for watching this video.